Welcome to another episode of Mulika Sounds. Today we talk to a beautiful young lady who's doing excellent things both inside the court and outside of it. I'm going to allow her to introduce herself.
So, hi guys, my name is Kikai Viona. I'm studying law at Mount Kenya University. I'm also a player at Ravens basketball, and I'm also a child to someone.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
So, Viona, when did you discover your passion for basketball?
So, funny enough, I started my basketball in primary school. Mm-hmm. I was in a good school called Lily Academy. I feel like that school was into talent so much to a point whereby they actually showed me you're good in this. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I started my basketball in primary, and I continued all the way to high school, and still in university I'm doing it.
Oh, that's nice to know. Yeah. Normally, I think when I grew up, we were told, sports such as basketball mm-hmm. and volleyball are just for tall people. So how do you, as not a tall person, even find yourself in a position where you discover you're talented and you love basketball in the first place?
So on top of height mm-hmm. and in all fields, mm-hmm. there is something we call the skill and mm-hmm. You've ever had one in the many? The many, yeah. So height is a good mm-hmm. Thing, mm-hmm. but also do you have the skills to do it? Mm-hmm. Do you have the you've ever been in a position whereby someone is supposed to be given something, mm-hmm. but because you worked mm-hmm. harder than the other individual, mm-hmm. you find you're getting that opportunity, and people are like, how did this person find this opportunity? Mm-hmm. And actually the other one had the qualities. Mm-hmm. Qualities matter, but the way you give yourself to it and the way you do it matters a lot. So the way I give myself to basketball, the many practices, the sleepless nights, the early mornings. Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent to hear, because today we hear the term consistency trumps talent, because sometimes when you have talent you decide to relax, but if you're consistent in training and just learning the skill, then you become good at it. Mm-hmm. So as a young girl who also plays basketball, what are some of the experiences you've had within the basketball fraternity, within the teams, the dynamics? How does that look like?
I'm not going to talk from a personal level because mm-hmm. I've not experienced it, mm-hmm. but you check, just as you said, consistency overtakes talent. So there's an incident, and I feel like I'll hide the identity till maybe the other individual is open to speaking it out. So you find basketball has 5 players in the game, and there is something we call the starting 5. So you find people yearn to be in the starting 5. So I have my friend who was so good in basketball, and she was giving it her all and everything. But you find the coach was into her. Keep in mind, we're in high school. We're not yet done with high school and everything. So you find this girl keeps on asking herself every day when we go to the dorm, mbona siyeku hii starting 5 iko na nini? So she actually comes and finds out that, this coach is into me. And you get, now this coach anam-urge, tupatane kila jioni. So later on I came to find out that she did her things to find her way up there, but it was out of will. She was told, for you to get that starting 5, you have to do this. Keep in mind, we were still young, around 17, 18. We want to shine. People are talking in school. People are like, oh, nendanga training daily, you're good, but would you make it to that starting 5? Why? So she was also cornered to accept this offer, because I also want to be there. It was really saddening, and we reported the issue, by the way.
How was it handled?
You know very well. Tunadanganya, ni sisi tulijipendekeza, ni like, it was all about us now, not the other individual.
Blaming the victim who was a child.
Exactly. And now sasa tuko shule, we have to keep quiet.
Yeah.
We can't do anything about it. So ishasemwa, so we just keep quiet about it. And it was really sick and saddening.
Yeah.
So unapata tulinyamaza tu wote. And I guess hiyo story ilikunywanga maji hivyo. Yeah. So that's the one thing in happening at a close proximity. I'm like, okay.
Are you still in contact with the girl?
Not really.
No, not really. So you don't even know how she's holding up right now. No, that's so sad, by the way. The culture has a way of always turning it on the victim.
Yeah.
And they don't care, especially when the victims are girls. Inakuanga
story ingine,
inakuwa ni wewe. Something else. Ulienda ukajipendekeza, forgetting this is a child at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Anadiktetiwa, atalala saa ngapi, atakula nini. Those decisions are made by someone else. But when it comes to issues of defilement, then they had all the power to decide.
Exactly.
It's so sad to see it happening, and despite the fact that there's information out there telling people, at the end of the day, hawa ni watoto, you can't put that burden on them. The society, for some reason, just doesn't want to hold perpetrators accountable. Now, knowing, with that experience, and right now you've said you're studying to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
If today that case were to happen,
I'd go for that person. I'd go for that coach any day, any day. And that is something actually that is in my. Have you ever seen a to-do list?
Yeah.
I have a to-do list in my law career.
Yeah.
I will have to do that.
Oh, that is excellent to hear. You know, it's not many people who are willing to, just say, since no one will do this, let me do it. So it's nice to hear that you are one of the few people out there who are willing to pursue such cases.
Yeah.
As champion within the Mulika campaign, what would you like to see happening? What difference do you envision as the campaign keeps on running and until we are able to successfully end the campaign at some point, hopefully?
Okay. So first of all, I'm gonna start by saying I want this campaign to be different from the others, because you find people start something and they leave it in the middle. You give someone hope and then in the middle, unamwachilia. I want us to go as far as we can and as deep as we can. So I have two major problems as an individual about rape and defilement. And the first one is gatekeeping. You get a girl is pregnant, hiyo ni kumaanisha relatives wake na mama yake na parents wake wanajua what is going on. Same girl goes to school. Kumaanisha the teachers are seeing this girl is pregnant. She goes and gives birth.
The hospital is aware.
This girl is 16, she's pregnant. Hiyo line yote hawajiulizi, how did this girl get pregnant? It is, for me, it will really ick me to serve a child mwenye amekuja kujifungua. I'd wanna go deep into it. Mbona huyu mtoto anajifungua and she's only 16. Na unapata mwenye anamshughulikia kwa hosi, it's probably a person who is 26, late 30s, early 30s, and themselves labda hata hawajazaa or something. Exactly. So that gatekeeping, or rather making it normal, really icks me. And the second one is the innocence of a child. You can imagine, mtoto tu amezaliwa, mamake amembalisha shorts na t-shirt ama vest, anaenda kucheza. You as a perpetrator, your mind is so ruined to a point whereby you're viewing as a child. Actually, the child is sexually arousing you. Sijui ito wenda wazimu. It's not supposed to be called that, because that is really sick and insane. So we need to stop first with children. First thing first, just stop with children. Because unaimagine mtoto ataishi 70 years ama 100 years. Hiyo kitu ulimfanyia akiwa 2 years, imagine itashinda ikimsumbua akili. That needs to stop. And as Mulika, I believe we can and we will do it. And in as much as it will be hard, I know we will get there. And as an individual, what I expect from you guys is not to let go. Hakuna kitu mbaya kama mtu kuamua atakufanyia kitu then katikati anakuachilia. Yeah, we need to give our best. We need to work with the people on ground. We need to hear, we need to get facts, and we really need to push this thing.
Okay, I know I said it was going to be the last question, but allow me to just come back a bit.
Okay.
After you brought up the issue of the perpetrators who prey on children especially, do you think there's such a thing as a rehabilitation of sexual offenders? Like nini amenda ameserve time yake, now change back into the community?
I really don't know if let me ask you a question. Do you feel like people change?
I don't think people change. They only get better at hiding who they are.
Exactly. Sasa mimi as a person at an individual level, if mtu amepatikana, just get done. Mpe tu life imprisonment, like atuondokee kwa community. Yeah.